go back to my older videos, you'll notice that I speak about slaves a lot. When I'm making certain analogies, I'll talk about slavery or people coming back in paradise, and what about the slave masters, and the slaves, would they have the same thinking patterns, in the old world, now bringing it into the new world. So I speak about slavery, not a lot, but in some of my previous videos. And it's funny that within the Jehovah's Witness organization, they talk about the faithful and discreet slave, the slave class. So when I speak about certain analogies and I make reference to slaves, it's really not even conscious, or subconsciously I'm thinking about how they titled themselves within the organization. But I don't think it has any correlation. The reason why, once again, I'm going to talk about slaves is because I'm pretty sure when in slavery times, and I don't want to say in slavery times like, the slavery in America was the only time slavery existed. All throughout history, there were people and nations that were enslaved. In the Bible, they talk about, slaves, and, I think it was it the Israelites or the Egyptians? I got, mental overload. Sometimes I think about too many things at once. But even in the Bible, they spoke about slaves. But in any case, I think about that there had to be the house N-word. The slaves that were so happy to be in a house that, they revered the slave master, and if the field slaves would dare say anything about the slave master, it was, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. That man do good for me. That man do good for me. That man feed me. That man only beat me, twice a day. But I know people that get beat 3 times a day and 4 times a day. Don't you talk bad about that man. That was like my Hollywood impression of a slave, right? But certain people may chuckle at that, but it's real. Even within this organization, and especially the people that have been shunned themselves. They know how it feels for people to walk right past you. People that was talking to you yesterday. Now today, it's like they don't even know you. Those are the worst kinds. Those are the Kingdom Hall. Those are the JW house. Because you were once shunned. You know how it feels. And he deserved to give me a lashing. I deserved it. Right? You're saying, yeah, I did something that wasn't right. I deserved it. What about the people that are bringing this punishment down on you? You don't think that they're doing anything? Well, I'm not in a position to acknowledge or to judge them on the things that they do because of the position that you are in, against theirs, right? So they point the finger at you, but you can't point back to them. It's crazy because a lot of you people that have been shunned, especially, it's like you forget how it made you feel, and you say, "Well, I deserved it," and you deserve it too. Now get back in the field, and it just hit me. Field service. Get back in the field. Pick cotton. Pick the people to become part of your organization. Slave master. The slave class. Shunning. I'm pretty sure there was shunning, right? That slave master had, treated this one too good. We're going to shun you. You treat Uncle Buck over there a little too good, Jim. I mean, what's going on? You're taking a liking to Buck? And they shun him. Wow. I didn't make the correlation until now. Right? The governing body, that probably relates to something during slavery. Moonshine. Toni Morris. Right? The great crowd. I don't know what that can relate to, but the people coming off the slave ships. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great crowd coming off the slave ships. Wow. They have modeled their organization slavery. I went off track a little bit. The point being is you should know better. You should know better because you were once shunned too. You were once not invited to the party. You were once not invited to that wedding. And you know how it feels. But you are essentially saying, I deserved it. I wasn't part of this organization. I deserved it. I deserve to get the lashings I got. Right? I deserve to get hung, so to speak. I deserved it. And you do too. The insanity is, I guess, always have been at an all-time high, but it is getting bad. It is getting bad. But I'm going to leave it there. It's just something to think about. Oh, get back out in that field. Nah, I'm just saying. They'll be back in the field picking that cotton. Picking that cotton. Knocking on doors and picking that cotton. Oh, yeah. Right? Let's talk about the Bible. You want to come join our organization? What is it called? It's called Us Against Them. But as always, y'all know what I ask you to do. It's real simple. Just think. And it's love.